How long were you off TV? Because then did you come back and start teaming with Dave Taylor shortly after?
Yeah, well, really, it was just it was you get kind of like, hey, we're gonna repackage you, etc. And I'd injured my knee. I'd injured my knee pretty. I'd torn my ACL and MCL actually on the first the first match that, during the day
Hmm.
that I was having as the fire rep. So, I needed to kind of rehab this knee there, but I kind of knew that the surgery wasn't really going to, I was told surgery isn't really an option because, your spot might not be there on TV, etc. So I just kind of had to work with it. And that's kind of what a lot of my more grounded style
Hmm.
came into action there because, I didn't really have the confidence in my knee. Now, over the years, obviously built up the strength and everything, so I have no issues anymore. But it no one said, "Hey, go and kind of redo yourself." Now, the thing was, when you're off, you know, you can sit there and yes, you're getting paid, you're doing it, but you're not actually doing anything or contributing anything, and you're out of sight, out of mind. You're kind of like, my thing was, I need to kind of get myself kind of back in the mix here or reinvent things and kind of change things up. So, I fairly quickly took myself back to the training center just because there's TV every week and
Hmm.
you were working 4 or 5 shows a week, so it was going to keep you real sharp. And I was fortunate enough that I was put in a spot where I really did get to reinvent myself. And we would have the few months to kind of look at people and do promos. And that's where again it was Mike Bushi came up with the idea of, hey man, just look, why don't you try this? And we kind of talked it through in this promo and a match, look, and they loved it. I mean, they
Hmm.
absolutely loved it. And so kind of from then on, it was a case of when's it going to happen? How's it going? It was just kind of like, and then I was kind of on, I was really doing well, and it was kind of match wise, promo wise, and look wise, and overness there, and all that sort of thing. So it was just a case of when was it going to happen? And then when ECW came along, it was like, oh, this is perfect. It was
Hmm.
just a case of working
Hmm.
it in, and kind of thing. And there were a couple of different, opportunities to kind of come in and everything, and they kind of went in different directions at different
Hmm.
times. But and then yeah, I was put with Dave Taylor, which was fantastic, and it was sort of for like almost like the summer loop on the house shows. We were good heel tag team, ton of heat on shows, working with great partners. We were paired up with like the Majors brothers. Sometimes Jesse and Festus. It was just a really good situation. So we were getting a ton of heat. We got put on a couple of tours, and then we were kind of really kind of a couple of dark matches because you'd finish with TV each week when you were on the road. And it was really they were loving the team together, but I think the idea was me as a singles guy, and I
Hmm.
kind of like we're really good here. Like we ton of heat, we're really good working together. Dave's a fantastic worker, easy, great to travel with. I was just kind of like, oh, this is going to be great, and they just didn't want to go in that direction, even though we said we'd like this to be kind of where we go. And I think at the time it was Matt Hardy and MVP were tag champions, and there's talk they'd be a great opponent for us and everything, but it just didn't happen. And yeah, me and Dave didn't get to kind of continue, but we'd have loved to have done that tag team. We were kind of thinking, gosh, if we could go do this at the other company, if we could kind of make that possible
Hmm.
on the down low, we would have. But at the time, you want to hang on to your job good and
Hmm.
everything, and do what they tell you and what they want from you. Which again, it's their company. They decide it.
Hmm.
It wasn't to be. It was a shame. I would have
Yeah.
loved to have continued with Dave because it was a it was, first of it was great fun, but we were